Hey everyone, how do you know when you found the right home? Especially when you're looking at finding a home for the one that you want. Finding a home can be a wonderful experience. You could feel excited, energized, and even a little confused too. Maybe it's the neighborhood, or the potential for the home, or the fact that the home is move-in ready and it appeals to you. With so many different variables, you want to make sure that you're choosing the right house that fits your needs. Whatever the reason is for your interest in that particular home, you may still have some doubts. So use the following tips to determine if you found your dream home or the right one. Searching for the one. First of all, there is no perfect home, and that's okay, but you have to find at least what checks most of the boxes. Make your life as best as possible. Before you determine if the house is the one, you have to know what the one even is. Think of it like a relationship. There are ideals and there are deal breakers. Start with the list. Things that you have to have, things that you want to have, and things that don't want at all. Some people use lists to focus on maybe a location rather than features. That's totally fine. This means that they want to be near work, good schools, or within walking distance to town. Others want a chef's kitchen, or a big backyard, or a certain type of tub. It depends on what your wants are. This list will help you decide what the most important items are and what you're willing to compromise, at least a little bit. You'll also want to decide within or what you're willing to fix things, or whether or not you want it to be completely turnkey and only have a little bit of maintenance on the horizon. Those are different things of what your wants are. Signs that you found the perfect house for you. One, if you're telling yourself that you love it and you can't stop saying I love it, that's one. There's a lot of anticipation in buying a house, but there can be a slight hesitation as well. The pause often comes from wanting to be sure that a house you're looking at buying is the right one for you. Luckily, those signs do come very easily. And so we're going to talk about those. So that way you have a real idea what to expect. When you feel at home, when you look at the house from the street, that is a huge sign that this is the one. You may start to feel a sense of excitement. You may want to go in. And when you do, it feels inviting and welcoming. And everybody has different feelings on every different house. This is the first sign that the house is the right one. Second, you are kind of possessive about it. Let's say you've toured it once, and then maybe you go back a second time. But before you go back the second time, you see somebody else walk in. You're like, but this is my house. Why are you in there? And that tells you that this is the one. So if you get a little bit of possessiveness about it, it means that you're already thinking about what that house is and that it's yours. So that's a good sign. You start visualizing each room. You are moving your TV in, your furniture, where your table's gonna go, where a specific picture's gonna go, or artwork that you love, plants that you have. Whatever it is, but you start visualizing it, and you start talking about it, and you're like, oh yeah, I can see this, and I can see that, and that kind of stuff. That's really a good sign. Does the house fit the needs and wants? Does it cover most of those basics? Are you in the right location? And does it have the features you want? If the house covers all the basic desires, it is probably a pretty sure bet that it is one you want. So go through that checklist. And it usually does speak volumes pretty quickly. Another is you can't wait to tell everyone. If you're texting people, sending pictures, you're getting excited, you're putting things on Instagram, and you're sharing that news about this being the potential home, that is also a sign that it's a pretty good choice. And you're already getting invested. So that's pretty cool. Your intuition tells you it's the one. You shouldn't ignore your gut. I firmly believe in following what your gut has to tell you. If you walk in and something inside you says, this is it, chances are it is. You don't want if you don't want to look at any other houses. You have no urge to see anything else. That's a sign that it's the one. You don't even want to know what other options there are. That's a sign it's the one. You've got a pretty clear sign of what you have found, and you are happy with it. You're ready to go. Buying a home is quite. There's a lot of emotions involved. Once the signs say you found the one, it's time to leap into action. You don't want to wait too long, because houses really don't stay on the market that long. Gather all your resources, grab your agent, and make an offer. And make it as fast as you can, honestly. It's still a seller's market out there. Any other questions you have, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great one. Take care. Be safe and smile. Bye.